The 10 Lanterns, Benny's Journey of Healing. The house was quieter than it had ever been. Benny sat on the edge of his couch, staring at the leash still hanging on the wall by the door. For 10 years that leash had meant walks, wagging tails and muddy paw prints. Now it hung there like an artifact from another life. Max, his golden retriever and constant companion, had passed away only a week ago. The silence pressed in around him, heavy and unforgiving. Benny's heart ached, but he promised himself that he would find ways to honour Max and to heal. Talking about his feelings, Benny learned that the first step to healing was sharing. He cried in his mum's arms and told his best friend at school about how much he missed Max. Talking helped lift the heavy feelings inside. He discovered that others understood and cared, and that he didn't have to grieve alone. Writing letters to Max, Benny began writing notes in a special notebook. "I miss you every morning," he wrote. "I keep expecting you to greet me at the door. I hope you still feel the love I have for you." Writing was like having a secret conversation with Max, and it reminded Benny that their bond was still there, unbroken by the distance. Making art one Saturday, Benny took out his paints and brushes. He painted Max lying in the grass, tongue out, eyes sparkling with joy. He even painted the way Max made him feel, warm, safe and happy. Hanging the painting above the fireplace made it seem like Max was still watching over him, wagging his tail. Creating a ritual every night before bed, Benny lit a small candle by Max's collar. He whispered, "Good night, buddy," and let the flame glow until he fell asleep. The ritual gave Benny comfort and helped him remember that love is a light, and it never goes out. Taking walks at first, it was hard to walk the trail he and Max used to love, but slowly Benny began to smile at the memories. The time Max leapt into a pile of autumn leaves, or when he rolled in the grass with pure joy. Walking helped Benny heal emotionally, mentally and physically, as he felt stronger with each step. Planting a garden, Benny planted a small memory garden for Max. He chose sunflowers because Max loved lying in the sun, tulips for their gentle beauty, and lavender for peace. In the evenings, Benny sat in the garden with a lantern glowing softly. Birds and butterflies visited often, and Benny liked to imagine that Max had sent them to say hello. Sharing stories, Benny began telling family and friends his favourite Max stories, the funny ones, the sweet ones, and even the mischievous ones. Laughter mixed with tears, and each story reminded everyone how much joy Max had brought. Sharing kept Max's spirit alive in their hearts. Benny loved to create. His favourite project was a special scrapbook, filled with happy memories of his best friend Max. He carefully glued in photos of their adventures, pressed paw prints from muddy walks, and even added a tiny ribbon from Max's beloved toy. With every drawing and sticker he added, a big smile spread across Benny's face, knowing that his bond with Max was forever. Celebrating love on the anniversary of Max's passing, Benny invited family and friends to the garden. They lit lanterns and released them into the night sky. As Benny watched the lights drift upward, he felt warmth in his chest. Max was still with him, not in the same way, but in every laugh, every story and every memory. Healing wasn't about forgetting, it was about remembering with love, knowing that their bond would always remain strong, and that Max would always be there in spirit.